Okay, guys, a lot more cards have been introduced since our last review, or I did a few days ago. Anyways, the first one off the bat that we have is Void Lord, 9 mana, Warlock card, Taunt, Death Rattle, summon 1/3 demons with Taunt. I actually really like this card for a couple reasons. One, it supports Gul'dan. More demon synergy, the better too. The art's amazing. I love it. And then the Death Rattle is so awesome. So you put that on there. Let's say you do a Twisting Nether, and then you get 1/3. So you get 3 1/3s on the board. So you have a board ready after a Twisting Nether. Or even if that, it's really good against aggro as well. The mana cost is a little high though. And Wild, this could be really big if it pulls off a Void Caller. So I'm really, really looking forward to this card. And I've been playing a lot of Warlock lately. The Rune Spear we already talked about. The Grand guy here, I love the art. Look at the little dude. It's so awesome. 8 mana, 4/7. Stats are... At the end of your turn, cast a spell from your deck. Target's chosen randomly. Okay, so this could be good, obviously, in a spellcaster deck. But, I don't know. Okay, so for like UI, if that goes to your face or your minions, that's not very good. It could also mill you. So, I don't know. I do think this deck has potential in the correct deck. I think Mages most likely will utilize it. I mean, what if you have a Twisting Nether in your deck and you lose the board and you're really ahead? I don't know. Stat-wise, I like it, though. 4/7's not bad. It could see play. It might not. Depends. It could be really interesting, but we shall see this Grand Arcanist here, if it works out or not. I print it. All right, so Druid card. 8 mana. Grizzly Guardian, Taunt, Death Rattle. Recruit 2 minions that cost 4 or less. So 3/5. So stat-wise, it's horrible, right? You don't really gain a lot of tempo. The only good thing about it, I guess, is Taunt. And it also supports the Taunt Druid format or archetypes. So I guess you could say that's good. The recruit part could be good, especially if you build your deck. So that's some good free minions. So that's a good tempo swing when it dies. I love the art, by the way. But I don't know. 3/5. I don't know why Blizzard does this. I mean, I understand that you get a lot of value or tempo from the Death Rattle. But I don't know. We'll see. I do not like the stat line, but we'll see. I might play some decks with it just for the hell of it. Taunt Druid, which I hope come next expansion with those some cards here. All right, we already covered Winter Wisp King here. This King Trog Waggle. Or Togwaggle. Okay, so 8 mana, 5/5. Stats aren't good. It's understated, so it's unfortunate. Battlecry, swap decks with your opponent. Give them a random spell to swap back. Okay, so this could be really cool for like meme decks or actually it's really good against aggro, because imagine aggro getting control type cards. They're not going to like that. So you'll see play for fun, but I don't know if it's going to be a competitive card. It might be. The Fox, we already know about him. Crushing Walls, that actually didn't cover. That was one of the very first when the BlizzCon when it was announced. So 7 mana, hunter card, destroy your opponent's left and right most minions. So that's kind of an interesting setup. My dog's crying over there. So we already covered the Lesser Mythal. Lesser Spellstone for the Spellstone for the Shaman. This fast fire here. 7 mana, summon 1 copy of a friendly minion. Okay, so it depends what you have in your board, like a Mal'Ganis. No, sorry, not Mal'Ganis. What's this? Mal'Ganis? Not Mal'Ganis. So stuff like, am I saying his name around? Thinking of God, the dragon. What's his name? The spell dragon. Malagos. Duh. 3 overload 3 mana to upgrade crystals, and then there's like 2 and 3 copies. I don't know. I mean, a heavy overload shaman deck maybe. Psychic Scream, or OP Scream, 7 mana. It's a priest only. Shuffle all minions into your opponent's deck. This is such a powerful card. One, negates all death rattles. It's like Vanish, right? Or is it like, I forget, does Vanish? Yeah, Vanish, it puts them back into your hand. So any kind of death rattle or stuff like that doesn't go off. It's an awesome board clear. Exactly what the priests need, right? No, they don't. I'm not looking forward to priest. I love playing priest, but I hate going against them. And, I don't know. Anyway, Silver Vanguard, 7 mana, 3/3, horrible stat line. Death rattle, recruit 8 cost minion. This might see play because the 8 cost minion is really nice, and you could trade in yourself even if your opponent ignores it, so I like that. It's vulnerable to silence, but so are all death rattles. This guy, Temperus, priest, legendary, 7 mana, 6/6, battle card. Give your opponent takes 2 turns, and then you take 2 turns. Other words, give a quest mage a free win, aggro a free win. Yeah, I don't know. I guess for memes, it'd be kind of fun. But no, it's not going to see play. I don't know. Maybe when we see more of the set, it might. This is a mage card. Mage is an epic legendary weapon. 6 mana, 0/3, so it can't attack. At the end of your turn, draw 3 cards. Freeze mage, quest mage might see play, but the only problem with this is fatigue issues. But I guess you really wouldn't care. But I don't know if it's going to see play. Okay, warrior card. 6 mana, gather your party, recruit a minion. So the cost is kind of high, but you could get a huge minion, or you could get a dull. I don't know. Depends, I guess, how you build your deck and when you want to use it. You might not play it on curve. I don't know. But this guy, the World Shaker, I'm very much looking forward to. Shaman, as you guys all know, I play a lot of Shaman. 6 mana, 7/7. So for stat-wise, it's excellent. Battle Cry, return your other minions to your hand. They cost 1. So, against this card, I don't know if you're going to play it on curve, unless, of course, it's maybe aggro. The problem is, if you're behind on the board, and Shaman's all about board, right? Board control, containing the board, keeping the board alive. So, you're going to have to really plan this out, which I love. I love cards that make you plan it out, or at least think about your turns or plan ahead. Elemental Shaman might go a notch up or 2 because of this card. Because think about it, if you have Blaze Callers on there, you turn 10, you drop this guy, you get 2 Blaze Callers back onto your hand. You get their, assuming that you played a Elemental the previous turn, which hopefully you did, you could get that beautiful Battle Cry, etc., or Fire Elementals. So there's a lot of stuff. Aya. Get Aya back, or your Jaded Spirits back. So this card's going to be awesome, and I'm most likely going to craft it golden. This was just announced about an hour or so ago. 6 mana, 4/10, taunt. Awesome stat line for the cost. Really good anti-aggro card. It has a risk component, though, kind of like the Hungry Dragon. Your minion summons a 2-cost minion for your opponent, so that could be Doomsayer. And if this type of card can be played in a control deck or control-ish. So if you get a Doomsayer, most likely you're either behind, and that's actually one of the good outcomes. There's a lot of bad outcomes, though. I think this card will really shine in the wild, since there's a deeper pool. So we'll see. I personally am really looking forward to it. I love it. This would devolve, though. You could devolve your opponent's board, so it could be a good Shaman tool or other type tools. And the first Disciple is 6 mana, 3/6, taunt. Add the first seal to your hand. So there's like 4 or 5 seals, and basically the last reward, you get a let's see if we could see it here real quick, guys. You get some 2/2 demon, 3/3, 4/4, 5/5, 6/6, and then at the end you get this dude, 10 mana, 10/10, destroy your opponent's deck. So in fatigue, if that becomes a thing, it could be really, really powerful. So here, let's go. Okay, so we're back. Mana 6. This is a hunter card. Oozling here. Seeping Oozling. 5/4, so stat line's kind of bad. Battle card, gain the the death rattle of a random minion in your deck. So play Dead Hunters, and I have a Death Rattle Hunter in Wild, so this could be interesting, especially if you build your deck with eggs, etc., etc. So you could get a Devilsaur egg or a Nerubian egg Death Rattle. You could get a Death Rattle of maybe a Sylvanas. That'd be awesome. It could get the Sylvanas High Main, but I don't know if it's going to see play. The cost is a little bit too high for Hunter. It is definitely a slow card. It's easily removed. I don't know. We'll see. I might mess around with it, but I don't know. It might be very, very cool, or it could be. But the problem is it's RNG, right? You don't know what you're going to get. If you could discover, that'd be kind of cool, right? Some kind of mechanic where you play it and it allows you to just pick the. But then it would change the wording, right? It wouldn't be random anymore. Anyways, let's go to the next word. 6 mana, 4/4. This is a Spiteful Summoner. Okay, Battle Cry. Reveal a spell from your deck. Summon a random minion with the same cost. So, Joust is back, guys. So that's kind of cool. But I don't know. That mechanic wasn't the best, but it wasn't. I don't know. It was okay. Sometimes it worked, but not really. This could be really good in a Mage deck or something like that. Twisting Nether UI. Druids could maybe take advantage of this. I don't know. But the problem is 4/4 stat lines, big tempo loss. But you have to take into account that if it gets a really good spell with some good stats, it could see play. I'm going to definitely mess around with it. Warlock, Mage, Druid, maybe even Priest. Anyways, let's go. Keep going. We have a lot more. Level up. 5 mana, give your Silverhand recruits +2/+2 and taunt. The problem with this card off the bat when I first saw it is having Silverhand recruits. How many are you going to have on turn 5 or even deeper into the game? I don't know. Too situational unless there's other cards to support it. Maybe we'll see. The next card is one I'm really, really, really looking forward to. This is going to go into my Shaman, Mage decks, and even Druid. I have an updated J Druid list which features this. 5 mana, 4/4, but the awesome thing about this Arcane Tyrant costs 0 if you've cast a spell that costs 5 or more this turn. I don't know how many games I go playing Nourish turn 5 for ramp and then nothing else, or maybe Wrath or something like that. So this, playing that, bam, bam, you put 2 of those down, or even at least 1. That's huge tempo swings. Volcano turn with a Shaman, clear the board. You could swap a couple of those down if you have them in your hand, or at least 1, even 1, good enough. Really good against Priest. Priest can't handle 4 attack minions very well. Very much looking forward to this. It'll be in several of my decks. And I have updated my Mage elemental deck, so I think it'll even be better. This though is this cube, carving this cube here. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be in a deck, my wild decks, my standard decks. 5 mana, 4/6, good stat line. I really look forward to this. It's probably going to help my Taunt Druid a lot, and it's going to help my Enzoth decks. And it's also going to help. It's just really cool stuff. Battlecry, destroy friendly minion. Well, that's cool, especially minions you want to die, like Sylvanas, etc., etc. What's his name? The had Nexus, whatever he is for the Druid, that brings back all your taunts. He's excellent. Death Rattle, summon 2 copies. So imagine the infinite value you can get with this card in a Taunt Druid, where you keep getting that legendary back and keep killing it, and it keeps dying, keeps bringing back a board that, it's just good stuff. I'm really looking forward to that. These 2 cards are really big. Okay, Guild Recruiter, 5 mana, 2/4. Stats are horrible. Battlecry, recruit a minion that costs 4 or less. This off the bat, I think we'll see play. It'll definitely be in some testing decks, or it might make it. Mr. 4 mana, 7/7, Shaman. Think about that. Also, the Shamans, what is it that new defender that they released with the Knights of the Frozen Throne, that 2 mana 8 that gives you 3 overload. Doesn't really see play because of the overload and the stat line, but think about it, turn 5 you get it for free. the 7/7s. I mean, come on, that's just the shaman. We're not talking about other classes that could definitely build a deck around it. I'm really looking forward to Guild Recruiter. Okay, we got the legendary for weapon for the Druid, 4 mana, 1/5. That's not exactly great. Twig of the World Tree. Death Rather gain 10 mana crystal. So it's not this turn. So that meant that's actually incredible ramp if you think about it. We'll see how it works in game, but I've already got a deck. I got with the Blingtron 3000, I believe it is. So you play that on turn 4, this Twig of the Tree, and Blingtron next turn, so you could get your huge amount of ramp. Think about this with Coon, if you could combo that, etc., etc. It's good. Could be interesting. I don't know if it'll see play a lot, but definitely going to be interesting. Branching Pass we already covered. I think we already covered that. This is a brand new one that came out of earlier today. 4 mana. This a Strider here. 4/4, so it's good stats for the mana cost, I guess. Battlecry, shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck. When drawn, summon a 4/4 spider. So this is kind of like Beneath the Grounds, but the difference is it's for you, I believe, if I'm reading it correctly. Yeah, because it goes into your deck. So if it works like Beneath the Grounds, you summon the 4/4 spider, and you still get card draw. And if that's the case, that's a pretty cool thing. The only problem is it is slow like Beneath the Grounds, but I see, honestly, no reason not to play it, right? Well, obviously it depends on the deck. Maybe Miracle. It's a good tempo card, but it's definitely slow in value. But anyways, another, I think this came out yesterday. I love the art. 4 mana, 5/6, amazing stat lines. Hoarding Dragon. So it's very similar to Hungry Dragon, but this artwork's just amazing. I might even craft that golden for help because I like it so much. Death Rattle, give your opponent 2 coins, because that's not good. Now, maybe a Silence Priest could take some value out of this or something like this. Mass Dispel. So we'll see. I mean, the 5/6 is difficult to deal with on turn 4, unless, of course, you're a priest or something like that. So I don't know if it'll see play, but against Rogue, coins are just, it's like giving them a gift. All right, so this Kobold Illusionist, 4 mana, 3/3. Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 copy. Oh, it's Rogue only of a minion in your hand. So I guess it depends on your deck. It could see play. We'll see. I probably guarantee Rogues will mess around with it. Dragon Soul was already announced earlier. After you cast 3 spells in a turn, summon a 5/5 dragon. In this, what's it called? Durex. God, I can't talk tonight. It doesn't go away, so it was confirmed by Blizzard. So that means it stays permanent, but it can't attack. Unidentified Maul. So 3 mana, 2/2, and the bonus effects are really cool, like give taunt, give ++, divine shield. So this will definitely see play, and it's most likely going to be in an aggressive deck. Mana's Secret. Mage, explosive ruins. After your opponent plays a ring and deals 6 damage to and any access to their hero. So that's kind of cool, right? Yeah, but the problem is you're gonna have to play this at a certain tempo towards the late game, because you don't want it on a 1/1 minion, etc., etc. So, it's a little random. We'll see. It might see play. Unidentified Elixir. This was one of the early ones for Priest. Give a minion plus bonus effects, like one of them's lifesteal, etc., etc. All right, Paladin card. This Genie here, 3 mana, 2/4, not bad stats, not great. At the end of your turn, restore 3 health to your hero. That's pretty nice. That's probably going to see play in control. No! Here's another card I'm looking forward to. It's a good control card. 3 mana, 2/4, Lone Champion, Battlecry. If you contain no minions, no other minions, gain taunt and divine shield. That's really good. Shaman, sometimes if you fall behind the board. It's good stuff. Other classes. This Kobold here, let's see, a 1/3, 3 mana, 1/3. Return one of your destroyed weapons to your hand. Might see playing a heavy warrior type deck or something like that. So it might. This was a Sonya Shadow Dancer, 3 mana, 2/2, legendary for Rogue. After a minion dies, add a 1/1 copy to your hand, and they cost 1. So that's actually good. That's definitely going to see play for Rogue. And this one here, I'm really looking forward to. This neutral 3 mana, 2/2. So I think in my Druid decks and some other stuff. A battle card, choose a friendly mini, add a golden copy of it to your hand. That's just amazing value. And you could really do that good in Jades. You could do that good in Shaman, Mage. I mean, I can't think of any class that can't do it. Cheat Death Recovered. Lesser Pearl Spellstone Paladin. Summon a 2/2 Spirit with Taunt. Restore 3 health to upgrade. So you could continue upgrading and it goes high, probably 3, 3, 4, 4, etc. This is going to be in my Legend, my Elemental deck for Mage. Lesser Ruby Spellstone, add 1 Mage spell to your hand. Play 2 Elementals to upgrade. So you kind of want to do that late game. It's kind of like, what's it called? That Glyph, but we'll see. I'm going to test it out. Where I covered that. Wandering Monster Secret for Hunter. When an enemy attacks a hero, summon a 3-cost minion as a new target. It might see play. It's kind of like a misdirect, right? Kind of. This was one of the first from Jailer from the Bizclam, 2 mana. When 1 Death Rattle, add 3 Silverhand recruits to your hand. So that kind of supports that. Where is it? This one. So we'll see. Maybe Paladins will mess around with it. Raven Familiar. I'm looking forward to this too. 2/2. Reveal a spelling your. There's another Joust. Reveal spelling from each deck. If yours costs more, draw it. So it's definitely something I think a Freeze Mage or Quest Mage will probably take advantage. Lesser Jasper Spellstone. This is for Druid. I don't know if I cover this. 1 mana. Deal 2 damage to a minion. That's good. Pretty decent. Gain 3 armor to upgrade. So it goes to 4 mana if I remember right. Then it goes to 6. So 1 mana, 6 damage is amazing. And it's going to be fairly easy to upgrade, right? I mean, hell, you go with this branching pass to choose the 2/6/6 options, and it'll be upgraded if it's in your hand, plus the hero power. So it's going to be a good card. I have it in my some of my Druid decks, so it'll probably be pretty standard. Okay, so this Arcane 1 mana Mage, 1/2. Whenever you cast a spell, gain armor cost equal to the spell. So that's huge for late game, for Quest, for any Mage deck, because there's a big rumor or pretty much a lot of hints that Ice Block's going to go to Hall of Fame, and if it does, it's going to change a lot of the Mage type decks and archetypes. So this could be a kind of a replacement for it. Pyroblast, 10 armor, Blizzard, Flame Strike, Firelands Portal. Think about it. That's a lot of stuff. If it lives and sticks, you could get a lot of value out of it, especially with the random cards that generate a lot of spells for the Mage. So it could be a really good, powerful card. I think it's going to be in every Mage deck pretty much going forward, and I love the art. We already covered this Feral dude. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to start testing out these cards in the very, very near future next month. Okay, guys, bye.